This is your girl Sondie, and I am back with another video. So um, in this video, I am showing you guys how to use a Cricut to create stickers. So what I'm going to do is a series. I want to start from the beginning of just showing you guys just by using plain Cricut items, and then we're going to go into more complex things and showing how do I start to incorporate other items to your Cricut to use them. The reason why I chose Cricut is because I have an iPhone and I have an iPad, and I love to go, or I like to do things on the go so that I'm not always bounded by the desktop or my laptop. So right now we are about to sign into my Cricut, and go ahead into this really quick. I'm sorry. So I'm signed in my Cricut. So you will have this whole, it'll tell you welcome you. Then I have like ready to make projects already for you. I also have tutorials on how to do certain things if you're looking to do more than just stickers. I have not gotten into all of this yet, so we're not going to go over that. But for now, what we're going to do is stickers. So I'm going to start a new project. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start everything from scratch, okay? I've decided to do something simple like bill pay stickers, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Bill pay stickers is something I use in my planner, so what I'm going to do is go to images, and when you go to images here, you're going to see all these different types of things on here, and as you can also see, there are price amounts for everything here. So if you need, let's click out of that. So if you go back, click on that, it sends you back to the canvas. Or if you click on this and you go to canvas, it takes you back to canvas. So this is your canvas, okay? We have templates, projects, images where we was just at, text, shapes, and upload. Now, I don't have anything to upload right now. We're not doing any upload today. What we're going to do is, like I said, whatever is in Cricut is what we're going to use. I will let you guys know I am not an expert. There are still some things that I do not know how to do. But like I said, I'm just going to show you guys the basics. And I mean, when I say basic, I mean basic. I'm not doing any letters today. I'm just going to do bill pay stickers. I'm going to do the cards, and I'm going to show you step by step on everything, okay? So that's how we're going to do this video. So to start off, we're going to shapes. Now, most times with stickers, you want to create a backing card. Now, the card that your stickers sit on, or just there to just peel off on, should I say. So what I'm going to do is a square, or whatever shape you want to do. You want to be somebody different, please do. I love when somebody is very unique in their arts, and their abilities to, create something people never seen. So right now, we're going to keep it basic. And we're going to use a square. So we're going to do this. Now I want to let you guys know. Do not swipe. So this is your layers. Okay, this is where it shows you can duplicate, you can delete. This is all the different sizes of the square. You can rotate it, you can position it. Right now it's at a 0, 0 radius. Flip the item, align, we'll go through a range, edit, you can either cut or copy. I will let you guys know about that. So right now we're going to do, and also you can change the color of the square if you want. So right now what we're going to do is keep this white because I want to keep it as basic as possible. Well, what the size I'm going to do, now if you go here in size, I'm going to change this to a 4. If you don't unlock this automatically changes to whatever it is by 4. If you needed a custom size, like I say 4x5 or 4x6, you would click the unlock button here to unlock it, unlock the layer, and put in 6. It will automatically adjust, okay? So that's how that happened. Right now, I want it back at 4. So we're going to do a, see, when you lock it and put it at something, it's going to change your width. Or if you change your width, it's going to change your height. So let's go ahead and keep it unlocked. Make it 4x4. Oops, I did not press enter. 4, I press enter. Boom. Now, if you don't want nothing to be changed on this layer again, I will click or select lock it up. So I want to get this out the way, and I want to let people know the biggest thing about Cricut is Silhouette is the other cut machine that other people use, and the issue is that we could not do backing cards, or we can do backing cards where people was cutting out their own stickers. So in this case, I do want to show you guys a trick that I've learned over time, is that when you create a backing card, I'm going to keep this plain on purpose, guys. This is very basic. You're going to highlight both of them. So you're just going to click away from the items, drag. It's going to highlight everything. You're going to see that everything is highlighted. You're going to, I need to shut that off. Hold on a second. So what you're going to do is hit align. Now you can line to the left to keep everything straight. Horizontally, we're going to visit this again. Right now, I want them on top of each other to keep them centered. So now they're on top of each other, they're exact same on top. So just to let you know, over here, it says cut. You will want this as a cut. Over here will let you know exactly what is going to happen with your items, and I'm going to show you that you guys got to pay attention when you are working with Cricut, because my biggest mistake was doing lettering, and it was cutting out every single letter out of something, and it drove me nuts, and I didn't know why. So pay attention to where it says cut. So you want this shape to be cut, it should say cut. Okay, next thing is we're going to attach. So what attach does is that it creates like this, say, just like a sandwich. I'm just going to explain it as a sandwich. We're going to keep it together, and it's going to show as one, but it shows you there's two though. But the attached here, grades it here, makes you know that you have two squares there. So it's going to cut this image out twice. I'm going to let you guys know why. Because if you do one and you press cut, if your machine is not directed as a die cut, now die cuts are like completely just single stickers. Let's say if I do a page with squares, it's just going to cut out one. We're going to also go through my custom materials. So when you go to your custom materials, you're going to click this little 3 lines here, manage custom materials, because you want to make sure that your cutting between the material, you want to make sure if you want to do a kiss cut or a die cut. I kind of jumped the gun. I do want to apologize really quick before I forget. Kiss cut is lightly cutting out just a sticker, but it's still attached to the page. A die cut, I don't think my machine is on, guys. Hold on 1 second. I don't think my machine is on. So let me see here. Nope, it's not. Okay, turning it on really quick because I need that on. Okay. Okay, so I turned it on my machine. I totally forgot it was on. So a die cut is a total cut out on the page sticker. Just gonna cut out the whole sticker and nothing but the sticker, okay? So you have to go to your custom materials to make sure that you have everything accordingly to how much of the cut pressure you want for your stickers. So here's the different cut pressures. The Cricut that I currently have is a Explorer Air 2, and you see how it just has paper, vinyl, iron-ons. You see the different pressures. So I will let you know custom materials. Now, let me see. It has so many different things on here. So we're using the fine point blade. Pretty much this is, and then there's a fine point and there's a deep point. I'm not familiar with the deep point. We're not going with that. We're just going to stick to the fine point. So what I did was I had to make a custom to where it's the matte paper and then it's the gloss paper, because the gloss is a thicker type paper. You will want your cuts to be a little bit more deeper because you know, the pressure to be a little bit tougher than the matte, which I have here is 165 is what I have. I know everybody's different. And then for the gloss I have 175. This is just enough for the thing to cut just a sticker out. not completely out the backing card, but just the sticker, and that way it still cuts, you know. So we'll go over that. But anyway, I had to set my settings for that. So make sure you do your custom materials before you start doing any cutting, because when you're going to cut, it's going to automatically be set to a die cut setting, and it's going to completely take out every single sticker on your page. Okay, so like I said, you go here into manage custom materials for that. Okay, so right now we are using this. Now this is our backing card. This is the card that the stickers are going to sit on. Like I said, we're going to create some basic bill pay stickers. So the bill pay stickers that I use for weekly, we're going to create those. So we're going to do, oops, I did not mean to click that. Look at me, I'm looking at it just like, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is shape. So we already got that attached, don't worry about that no more. So we're gonna do a square, okay? Most canvas, wow, most planners, the one I have is an 8x11 Erin Condren. So what I'm going to do here, of course, we're going to unlock this square so I can put whatever custom size I want. The width of this, I want this at 2. And then the height of it, well, I usually have 0.25. So here's 0.25. Now 0.25 is just enough to go in between the lines of the line paper of your planners. Most planners are 0.25. Or so right now we're going to do, I'm gonna stick with 0.30. Okay, so I'm gonna lock this up. You don't have to lock it. I'm just doing this because I usually don't lock it unless I'm really trying to do something crazy. So what I do is I keep this there. Now, what I do, since it's highlighted, duplicate. I duplicate that layer, okay? And I want to make it smaller. So instead of you always unlocking here, just let you know, you can unlock here as well. So I'm going to press unlock. You will see the arrows go, you know, like this. And you can make it whatever shape you want, you see? So what I'm going to do, I know the width of this one was 0.30, or the height, I'm sorry, and I'm going to stick this here. So I'm going to stretch this out some, but I want to make sure it is the same size as this line, as this whole thing, to make it one. Okay, so you see this is a cut and that's a cut. Now I'm going to tell you, one, we're going to change the color of this. Okay, and actually I just remembered something. It's actually just making it to 1.7 instead of a, oops. Now if you do something like this, okay, let's say you make it a different size and it goes and you like, oh my god, I didn't want to make it that size, it took like the whole thing, I meant to unlock the layer. Go back. Now we're back to where we was. Okay, since I made a mistake, all I did was press the back button, it goes back to where it was. So now let's do this. So I got that as white. I just want to change the color of this. We're going to change this, we're going to say this light pink. Okay, so this light pink, I want to make this a little bit bigger too. So oops, see, I didn't unlock the layer, right? Okay, hold on, we're going to do this. This is where I usually keep or hold people as like people will use for as put in like appointment times or the amount for something, and then I usually will add a circle in there. We're going to make this small, and we're going to drag this bad boy here. Now depending on how you want to make this circle, it's totally up to you. It doesn't look even. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to create that white as well. Okay, so what I can do is, hey, here's rent, $600, and check it off once it's done. Now this is, like I said, very basic. I'm not going to go into too much detail, so that's that. So now you have this. Now you see these are attached. You got to worry about this. Your pink, you know, rectangle is a cut. The smaller box is a cut. The circle is a cut. Okay, you see that. We don't want all of this to be a cut, because if you go in and you just put it on here and they all are cut, it's gonna cut out this, cut out that, cut out that. You're not gonna have nothing left over but this little strip right here, pretty much. So what we're gonna do is highlight, drag the whole thing, and it's all hot, all clicked. You're going to attach. Now, you see what just happened? We had the situation where the white part disappeared. Now, if you was to make this, it's not going to show that there was ever a white spot. Okay? So, this is the issue that I ran into a lot. And I was like, what is going on? Why is this not this? And of course, what it say again? It still says cut, cut, cut. It's going to cut this out, cut that out, and cut that out. You do not want that. So, oops, I made a mistake. Let's go back. All right, so now we're back. So, highlight this. Okay, you got it. It says cut, right? Hold on. I'm tripping. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Okay, I had a moment. Okay, here we go. So, we're going to highlight it again. Instead of doing attach, we're going to flatten. Now you see how that's flattened now, okay? And now it says cut, then print. Now you see it only shows the whole object, okay? Instead of circle cut, square cut, and the smaller rectangle, whatever cut. So now you just have the whole layer as a cut and print. This is a cut, that's a cut. I'm gonna show you why I needed two. And then this is the cut and print. So that is exactly how you want it. Now, when I do my stickers, I hate the fact that it's just this. So sometimes what I will do is, let me see, hold on. Nope, I'm not going to do that because, hold on. I'm going to unflatten this. Now, when you unflatten it, it goes back to cut, cut, cut. Now you see it as a cut, print, cut, print, cut, print, okay? We're going to ignore that part for just a second. Now it's showing that all of this is going to cut, it's going to print, and cut. Nope. So what I'm going to do is I clicked on the larger square, the pink. I duplicated it, okay? And I'm going to change this to black. This is how I created my sticker. So I'm just letting you guys know. So, created the black, and I unlocked the layer to make it a little bit bigger. So, we're going to go back to this bad boy. We're going to flatten to make that one. So now when you move it, the whole thing moves together. And then we're going to go ahead and, like I said, we're going to adjust this one to make this. This is how I make my stickers. I'm not telling you guys you have to do this. If you want to keep it like this, then that's fine. But I'm not doing that. So I'm going to do this. So what I'm going to do, and make sure that this layer, you can send this to the back, you can send this to the front. But right now, it's already on the front layer, so we're not going to worry about that. Yeah, so also, if you don't want to click here, you can also right-click, or double-click, and this little will come up. So anyway, what I'm going to do is set this on here. Oh, somebody's waking up, my son. And I don't know why I like borders around stuff, but I do. So I'm going to create that there. And then what else we're going to do, because right now it has that black line. I want this as one piece. So like we do like the last time, like we did the last time, we're going to highlight again. Oops, I double click back. So we're going to highlight again, and we're going to flatten. So now that you see that this is all one cut and print. So what it's going to do is going to print how it is. And it's going to cut out this whole entire outline of it. That's how I do that. So I've noticed that it might take up space. Hold on. So now you notice that this is now 2.0 because I had it at 1.7. Well, what we're going to do is unlock the layer. Like, remember, unlock the layer when you're making the changes to one side unless you want everything to be changed at once. But anyway, 1.7. Let's go back to 1.7, make that smaller. Boom. Okay. We can keep that at 0.39. It's not a problem. I'll keep it that way. That's just letting us know, the height of how tall you want it to be. Now, since now that we have this, you can make the black line thinner if you want. That's totally up to you. Or like I said, if you don't want the border, you don't have to do that. You can just put it on there. But what I'm going to do next is this. I'm going to duplicate it. So it's either you can right click it and press right click or duplicate. Or this is what I usually do. Just keep clicking on duplicate. Okay. So what I'm going to do is line these up. Line them up. Line them up as best as you can. I usually use the lines to your advantage. Okay. Use the lines to your advantage. Put these all together here. And as you see all of these here. These are all individual cuts here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is going to highlight all of these. And remember my line that I was telling you guys about? Click on that. And we want them aligned to the left. So you have a line to the left. We have them centered. So if you click on centered, this is what's going to have to happen, which is great. So we're going to go back and make sure they're evenly straight. So line to the left. Yep, actually that's fine. So this is they saying that it's even. Now if you notice, like, if you try to move all of this, it's just going to move one. Because you know why? We did not attach the layer. Oops. Uh-oh. See, now I didn't. Okay. We did not attach the layer. So we have to highlight all of this, attach, to make it one even layer. So you can move everything all at one time. So let's say, oh, you know what? I can probably squeeze two more in there. So what we're going to do is detach it, okay? Now, if you try to click and drag into something else, it's going to highlight everything. So that's like when you highlight, make sure you highlight exactly what you want. Or if you don't, it's going to highlight everything. You don't want that to happen, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is like, oh, I need two more. So let's go ahead and add two more. So I unattached it. Ooh, I can't talk. Duplicate it. One, two. Okay, we got our two, right? Boom. All right, I'm gonna add these in there. Always trying to get it as close as possible. We're gonna do that. You can select left align, or you can do center horizontally. It's totally up to you to make sure they're all even in the center. Okay. Now remember, they're still not attached to each other. So if you try to move it over, it's going to move just one. So attach. Oops. I'm trying to work with one hand here. Attach with all together and attach. Boom. So you got a whole card. Like today, like I said, we're just going to be doing this. Now notice there's like a little gap here. You can unattach it and you can fix it. So we're going to detach. And let's say this space is here. Just moving on up a little bit. Boom. Highlight it again. Attach again. All right. Like I said, please pay attention to what's going on. You want to make sure there's a print and cut. You want to make sure your colors are good. And boom. All right. So that's that. And then now let's add his friend. Let's get a friend in there because we need two of them on here, right? All right. So here we go. We got this here. And we have this here. So right now you make it as even as possible on the card. And you have yourself a set of Build-Do stickers. Something very simple. This is what I wanted to do. This is just part one. And then, now these are already attached. You know, you can keep those like that. It's not a problem as long as it's showing that these are individually cut. You're fine. Now, and you have to work with it. You have to work with it. There's times when I made many mistakes. So let's say we put it on here. We got it on there. All right, we're ready to print. Let's go ahead and press make it. So when you're ready to make whatever you've created and you're satisfied with it, you press make it. So you press make it, and this is what you see. You'll see that something's not right. Oh, okay. No, it's right. So you'll see this. You see this little square. This is the register lines. But then you see this cut too. Your backing card didn't make it on there. What's going on? Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to cancel because you need it to be one cut. You need to be on one page, you know. So, or let's say this was out here and you press make it. Oh, it did the same thing. Okay, so that wasn't a good idea. I'll probably show you guys something later that may happen. But right now we're going to cancel again. And we're going to bring this bad boy back over here. And we're going to highlight everything over here. Everything, okay? And you're going to attach everything. Okay, so everything is attached. Everything. So, just let you... Oops. Why did I do that? Just to let you guys know, if you try to put this, if you try to uneven, let's say we're already at the 0, 0 mark, it's just going to move it itself. Okay, so let you guys know there's no mistakes. You can just put it as close as you can, it automatically evens itself out. So here we go, we're going to make it, and then we're going to go ahead and everything looks good. This is one print and cut. We are good to go. We just keep it like that. This is the register lines, and then you also see your backing card. Okay, so you're going to press continue, and you'll see your machine here is thinking. But right now we are going to send things to the printer. So with the printer, this is what we're going to do. Hold on, I'm trying to get myself ready to record. Okay, so now we are going to send to printer. Ready? And it shows, you know, what printer you want to use. Add the bleed option. The reason why you want to add a bleed option is because if you don't create the bleed, let's say the bleed helps you out, because when you print something and you try to do a cut, you might not get a precise cut that you want. So what you're going to do is you're going to add the bleed option. So that makes the image just a little bit bigger. So if it cuts off key, it probably might work, you know, better. I can't really explain it, but if you just add the bleed to add a little bit, you know, so that way it catches it. So as you go right there, make one copy and hit print. So I'm sitting here waiting, and when you hit print, then you will see the different set materials that you may have for your Cricut. So my printer seems to be sleeping. So once you set, usually I set my favorites, but I actually I don't have any favorites here, which I need to do because it'd be so much simpler for me. Right now, these are the popular different things. Now if you have a custom setting, you want to make sure that on your Cricut that it is set to custom setting. On the far left side it shows, you know, it has other settings, but you want to make sure that it's set to custom. And then we'll go to the next part and I'll show you the rest. So we're going to browse all items. Right now I know my paper is sticker, so that's why I have it as sticker, and it'll pull up anything as far as that word, and you press matte. I already have a custom setting for matte, and I'm using matte paper, so we go ahead and select that and press done. Okay, now once the items have print, you're going to go ahead and add the paper to the Cricut matte. So we're going to show that in just a second. And right now I am having, I don't even think it's sent to printer. Hold on. Here we go again. Let's say if it didn't print, you go back like that. I'm waiting for it to. I have the cat over here arguing with the cat. So here we go, having printer problems. I hate when I have printer problems. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just, I hate when I'm having issues, when everything else went smooth and it's not going. Have everything printed. We're going to go ahead and add this to the mat. And you definitely want to make sure that you're adding this to the right way the mat had it on your Cricut machine. So we're starting here, to 0, working our way down. And this is the mat that I need to clean. So what I'm going to do is level it out, even it up. You want to make sure that it's even and make sure it's lined correctly, because if you don't and it cuts, it's not going to cut straight. So you want to line this up, and that's how you're supposed to have it on here. And that's what it looks like. So this is the right way for it to be on. So right after you've already set what type of material you're cutting from, you'll see this blinking light, and you want to make sure it's even, and you're going to do a light push. I always hold it at the end and just keep it, and then just press this button here and it rolls on there. You want to make sure that you are even between the sides. You don't want the sides to be touching. You don't want it to be uneven, or it's not going to cut right, or you're going to mess your mat up. Okay, so now we'll have the Cricut symbol blinking, and we want to press that and it will get started. Okay, so while you guys are cutting, it will definitely show you that it's cutting this out, and it will tell you percentage wise of how far it's gotten to. So once it's finally done, it will definitely say 100%, and we'll go to the okay, so now it is cutting the back card to it. This is the first time, and it's going to go over a second time, because when you do it twice, it creates the cut around, because if you do it once, it's not going to come out, and you'll be having to go ahead and cut it out, because it's not cut out as an actual, like a die cut. So that's how you usually do that. Now it's finishing cutting up the rest, and we are now at 100%. So when it lets you know when it's done, you'll see this blinking light. You want to take it out. It's all good to go, and now we're going to take this off of this mat. Okay, so when you are taking this off the mat, you want to make sure that you face this upside down to take that off. If you try to just peel it off, it will create a fold effect like that. But, so, see, this is what it is. You see how this instantly starts to come out. So what I'm going to do is take the rest of this off. Sometimes it's not as easy. You might need to bend it. And if you want to do maybe a third time, you can, but I always do like 2 for the backing card. So now that's what I have. And here's the remainder. You don't need that no more. You can't use it anymore. But, but here is the card. So now you can take this off. And there's the sticker. So yep, that's just how it is. And you can put that back on there until you are ready to use. And that is how you create bill pay stickers. So that's it. Done. Right here, it'll be a button that says finish. It takes you back to this screen. And then now if you're satisfied with it, then you'll be okay. All you do is hit save. And right now we're going to name this sticker practice. How about that? You can set it to public view or private view if you want. Right now it's sticker practice. So the project is saved. Your project sticker practice was saved successfully. Great. So now it's titled sticker practice. Now if you want to, let's say if you was working on something else and you want to go back to this, you will hit my projects, and this is all my different projects that I have. Like these are my stickers here. yeah, so here's all my projects I can just go ahead and pull back up. Now going back to this one, you click on something, you press customize, or you hit make it. If you already know everything's good, you just go ahead straight to make it, print. If not, you want to customize something else, go to customize. And when you customize it, it's going to bring up all of the materials back here again. And let's say first you're going to detach. And of course, you know, these are also flattened. We're going to unflatten this because you cannot. Oh, wait. Oh, no, you're going to detach again. I'm sorry. And then just say, I want to change the color. So right now, this is still a one thing. So you already detached. You detached the whole thing. Now you have to unflatten it. Click on the actual box where it has the pink color. And you're going to change, so actually clicking on it. Oh, you want to flatten that too? Okay, hold on. Almost there. If you start to notice that the color is here or print, then you're in the right spot. You want to change the color? You have to do every single one. Flatten and all that. Flatten, and then attach, and you just have to do it all over again. So that's how I end up doing the different colors. Or if you want to do a rainbow effect, you can go ahead and do that, but make sure that you are attaching each and everything back together. And when you do attach it back, make sure your backing card is not there, because when you click and drag this, like I said, it was going to highlight the whole entire thing. So we're going to flatten that out, and it makes that into one, a cut and print. That's good to go. And you're going to go through each one of them, unflatten, change the color, flatten again, unflatten, change the color, flatten, back and forth, back and forth. When you are done with everything, you're going to put this bad boy back behind it, since that's already still attached to each other. And then you're going to go ahead and make it. Or, you know, you click the whole entire thing, attach the whole entire thing to the card, and then you want to click make it, and so on and so forth. So that's how I usually create my Build Do stickers. So if you have any questions, these are just a single Build Do stickers. I have created like bigger stickers, but right now I'm just showing you the basics. I do want to thank you guys so much for viewing this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.